Well, Pete, so far the state has spent some $3 billion buying power, and the whole plan was to recoup some of that money from the utilities, but the utilities now say that once they pay their expenses, they won't have any money left. So where is the state to turn? Well, it's now looking more likely it'll turn to consumers. If you already think utility rates are too high, hold on, the ride could get bumpier. A little background first. Remember last month when Governor Davis signed a bill allowing the state, specifically the Department of Water Resources, to buy power and sell it to consumers? That legislation, quote, authorizes the DWR to purchase the amount of electricity needed to serve California and creates a mechanism to recover from retail customers DWR's costs in making those purchases. What does that mean? In recovering its costs, the DWR is given the right to raise rates. Well, today the PUC, which makes decisions on rate hikes, voted to support the provision, giving carte blanche to the DWR should it decide to set higher rates. And Commissioner Richard Bilas believes it's a likely bet.
Rates have to go up. It's almost inevitable.
But remember what Governor Davis told us 2 weeks ago, implying that rate hikes in his book were not likely.
I want to make clear that it's my plan that all this can be done within the existing rate structure.
The governor is still sticking with his story, but consider this. Commissioner Bilas points out that the DWR must draw from the same pool of revenues used to pay the utilities and suppliers of alternative energy. The utilities, he says, could be paid first. The DWR may be at the bottom of that list. Who knows? And if the pool runs out of money before the DWR can pay its costs, raising rates may be the only option. All of it leaving consumer groups very uneasy.
The DWR will be able to tell us they're raising rates, and we don't know how much that is. And there's no prudency review. I mean, DWR goes out and acquires power, and nobody gets to say if they did it right or wrong, and that's dangerous.
As it is, the consumer is struggling. Some, faced recently with higher utility bills, simply cannot afford to pay for it.
I know one lady that goes to bed at dark, so she won't have to have the lights.
And the governor's office says the state hopes to get enough money from earlier rate increases to negate the possibility of another price spike. Reporting live in San Francisco, I'm Valerie St. KRON 4 News. Pete, back to you.